And here I am going to take a nighttime spin on my 97 Virago. Check out this white face gauges, they really show up at night. Got my little digital clock on here. Time stuff. Anyway, anybody coming? There's a reflection that shows off the doggone windshield from the headlight, makes that white line across the shield like that. See how long I stop at that stop sign? That's the way most people drive anyway. Had a guy got stopped for not stopping at the stop sign up at Milford one time. Even though he got on the brakes real good, he didn't really stop very long, but he skid the tires. So he told the patrolman, you know, that he had stopped. The patrolman said he didn't. He said, "Why, go back there and look. There's 4 skid marks on the ground. That means all 4 tires come to a complete stop." He still got a ticket. Riding around in town looks pretty at night. I should have went the other way. I went down Grand Avenue. I might just turn around and go the other way. There was another huge stop at a stop sign. I imagine one of these days I'll get nailed for not coming to a stop. So far I've only ever had that happen once. Same goddamn town where that other guy got nailed for not stopping in Milford. But I drove like that for years. Got a half moon out tonight. Sprinkler systems going in most of these public buildings. Yeah, it got pretty warm out today. It got close to 90 degrees out. Not hardly any wind out tonight. This is my new Creative Labs camera in here. I got it charged up good, so it should work good. I tried that HD camera again today also, and the doggone color on there is a real orangish, yellowish, dark color compared to this older version of the Creative Labs. It's like, I don't like it at all. Good thing I didn't pay the original price for that. It would have been a waste of money. These first generation Creative Labs cameras, you can pick them up from Amazon or eBay or whatever for less than 50 bucks. I think I got the last 2 of them for $39 each. That's a hell of a bargain compared to that HD camera. The HD camera, if you was to buy one from Creative Labs, they're around $300. What a fucking ripoff. Not to mention, if you did shoot any video with it, only 10 or 15 minute video would be probably a gigabyte size. This ride that I shot the other day with this particular camera that went all the way out to the other end of town and back, it was like a 10 or 12 minute ride anyway. And it only took up 300 megs for space. That's some different space than what that HD camera takes up. And in comparison, I used to use a Tony Hawk skateboard type camera mounted on the side of my helmet. It's only a 320 by 200 resolution. And you can record up to 2 hours of video, and it doesn't even take up only about 2 or 3 megs in space. It wouldn't be for the idea that you can't get any good sound with that doggone Tony Hawk camera. This is certainly a lot more, you know, for space. If you was going to upload to YouTube, them smaller files, you can upload them pretty quickly. These ones that are 300, 400, 500 megs in size, it takes almost an hour to upload one of them to YouTube, even if you've got a high-speed connection. I got a high-speed cable connection. It took me 45 minutes to upload that video of my Yamaha the other day. I was like, geez, that's outrageous. I could download it off from the camera onto the computer in less than a minute, I think it took. When you go to delete them off the camera, I'm not quite sure how that works, but you can have a gigabyte or more of video shot on that camera, and you hit delete, and it's gone instantly. Anyway, I'm heading out here toward Grand. Should be able to see some pretty good light display going down Grand. I don't hardly ever ride at night. It's like the older I got, you get more and more careful about how you drive. I don't drive in the rain. I don't drive when it's less than 60 degrees outside normally. I certainly don't ride when it's snowing. And I don't like riding at night. My eyes, I don't know what the deal is. It's like your eyes don't adjust the distance as well as the older you get. Once I got over 40 years old, I had trouble with these lights at night. They kind of glare real bad. So I don't like riding at night. Geez, back when I was only 20, 25 years old, I used to go for rides hundreds of miles away at night. I shy away from doing that anymore. Now you take like at Christmas time or whatever, when they have all the other wreaths and stuff hanging around these lights, it's really pretty driving down through town at night. They added some different street lights here a couple years ago. They're pretty fancy street lights compared to the old overhanging ones that they used to have. Well, I better hurry up here. I'll get nailed for running a stop sign. Down the Grand Boulevard here is how they put all these fancy lights up here last year. Kind of look like candle case coach lights. This is the northern part of town here where most of the stores and stuff, I already went past that here. This ain't a real big town. We only got like 20,000 people that live here. Still, it encompasses a pretty good amount of area. It's probably 3 to 4 miles long between the suburb area and, you know, the main part of town. Most of your doggone businesses anymore, they all move out to the suburbs. You know, like, you get places like Walmart, Kmart, Baumgart's, all them chain type stores. And all the old individual independent businesses, they all go out of business. And big chain stores, they just sell everything so cheap that there's no way the independent guys can survive. I've seen that happen up in Rochester, Minnesota years ago. The fucking, even the people, they decided that it was a lot more pleasant to live out in a country type atmosphere, so most of the people all moved outside of towns. You got the center part of town with nothing but these old abandoned buildings. A apartment buildings, you know, and hotels and shit like that where nobody stays anymore. Then they usually knock, after a while they'll knock that crap down and build a park or something in the center of town. Long running stoplight.